One notebook page today. I bet you're super excited. Two things you have to submit today. All right. Today we are going to continue looking at cell division, right? Last time we met, we talked about the phases of mitosis and why cells divide. And I want to make sure that you are looking at what DNA looks like. So our learning target today is I can explain the structure of DNA. Now remember, DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid. Say that with me. Deoxyribonucleic acid. Say it again. Deoxyribonucleic acid. Drop that word once at dinner and see how people look at you. They'll be like, what did you just say? And then you can say it again. Practice it now with me. Deoxyribonucleic acid. DNA. All right, so DNA has this really cool shape. It's called a double helix. Double helix. Say it with me. Double helix. It's a shape that twists like the threads of a screw. And wait till you see it. It is super cool. And we haven't known about it for very long. So it's actually very intriguing. It has something on it called nitrogen bases. Nitrogen you probably recognize from the periodic table as an element. And these are chemicals that contain the element nitrogen. They're molecules, right? So they're called nitrogen bases. Say it with me. Nitrogen bases. Today, you are going to complete Notebook 84. And on the bottom part of it, you're going to explain at least 3 reasons why DNA replicates. And you're going to explain how DNA replicates. So like how. So why it replicates, how it replicates, or so explain how, or draw or color a model of DNA replication here. So you're going to have an explanation, and then you're either going to have an explanation here or a picture here, okay? A model of DNA. So you're going to use a really cool document that I put together for you called DNA Replication Activity. That particular activity, you're going to read all about DNA. Make sure you read it. Make sure you read it. Read it. Okay, read all about DNA. And then at the end of it, there are like all these choices of how you can build a model of DNA. And you can do it using paper or straws or tape or duct tape and straws or gumdrops and toothpicks or just fold it out of a piece of paper, or you can print it out and color the different bases once you understand it. But once you've figured out how to create a model of DNA, you're going to want to take a picture or a screenshot, like upload it into Google Docs or something and take a screenshot of it. And you're going to need to submit that to me. The second thing you need to submit will be a quiz over mitosis and DNA. And so you'll be able to go back to page 82 in your notebook, okay? And I will give you a quiz on the cell cycle and replication and chromosomes, okay? I will ask you to review the 4 phases of mitosis and what those actually look like. You need to make sure that you have actually labeled and noted each phase of mitosis. Prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, and those are in order of mitosis, right? So you should have the 4 phases and what happens to the cell, or draw and label a note about each phase of mitosis, and you should be able to recognize what happens there. And then for DNA, you should be able to explain and name the 4 nitrogen bases, okay, and just describe the double helix shape, okay? So today, in the end, you have 1 notebook page, 1 screenshot, 1 quiz. You can take the quiz twice, okay, and I will take the higher score. All right, actually have fun with this. There's a lot of 3D and there are really interesting models of DNA. And even if you only make one model of DNA for class, if you want to make another one for extra credit, you can do it.